Okay, we're on problem, let's see, 1081. All right, so solve the system of equations for x and y where x and y are complex numbers. That should not preclude the case where they're pure real numbers either, because that would mean it would be 0i. But anyway, let's take a look at a picture of it first. And I always say that it's probably a good idea to look at a picture before proceeding forward, if you can generate a picture. And this is a rough sketch of it. Of course, I'm using a computer to do a rough sketch of it, but I noticed that these two parabolas that they gave me do not intersect anywhere. All right, so then I say there's going to be complex solutions to it. So what we do, we went through the work, and we got to the answer. And of course, I did it two different ways. And one is to, assume the x is of the form a plus bi and equate coefficients. And the other was just using the quadratic formula to do it, all right, just straight up, all right? And certainly you get the same answer. So what I want to do now is just go to Sage. Using Sage is just checking things out. So let me open up my terminal. I'm going to type in Sage. Sage is installed on my computer. And once you do that, you run it. Let me clear the screen. And what I'm going to do is start typing in the code. So reset, that's like a clean sheet of paper. Whoops, made a mistake there. And that was, I didn't use the uppercase, a shift key. So reset, I got that done. I'm going to define the variables x and y. It's a good idea to define your variables. And then I'm going to type these equations in. So equation 1. And what's equation 1? Well, let's see, I got to type over this one. It's x squared. The double equal sign is indicating an equation. The single equal sign indicates an assignment operator. And what's it equal to? Well, let's go back up here to make sure you understand what I'm doing over here. It's really the first equation, which is y minus 29. What's equation 2? Equation 2 is y squared. I'm assigning equation 2 EQ2, and that's arbitrary what I'm calling it. Let's see, equals x minus 29. Right? I made a mistake, and I see it right away. I did not use the double equal sign. Oops. All right? So if I display EQ1, I'm seeing that equation. If I display EQ2, I would see that equation there, which is the equation we're seeing over here. Equation 1 is x squared equals y minus 29. And the second equation, equation 2, is y squared equals x minus 29. Right? It wasn't a difficult system to solve. And certainly if you were like an algebra student where you were not dealing with complex numbers, you simply said there's no solution to the problem. So over here, I want to just go back to the code. And what I want to do is solve the equation now. So solve. And I'm going to solve a system of equations. So I'm coupling it, equation 1 with equation 2 for x and y. And what do I get? I get 4 solutions over here. Now granted, the 4 solutions, if you look at those, they're all complex, all right? Now, are we getting those 4 solutions? Of course we're getting those 4 solutions. Is it hard to read that from what Sage reports back to me? Well, maybe. And that's where I'm saying a piece of paper and pencil might come in handy. That should actually copy these things down on a piece of paper, understanding this is minus 1/2 times I square root of 115 plus 1/2, yada, yada, yada. You type it, you print on paper, and you start looking at the answers you got over here and make sure they're equivalent. Realize that this is typeset. This is what a computer generates. You can also generate LaTeX code from this over here, and let me show you what that looks like. If I do LaTeX and I want to do the prior output, I'd get this over here, and I could copy paste this from a document now and typeset it. Thank you.